to the 38th edition of the Hilltop Diary featuring weekly activities of Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Moino. We'll get into details after this short break. I am your anchor, Utwe Maukun.
Hilltop Diary.
Governor Moino has eulogized Elder Itameyayi, the spouse of the state deputy governor, for his moral support to his wife, which has made her excel over the years. The governor, in her remarks at Inside Bible Church during the celebration of the 80th birthday of the deputy governor's spouse, described the deputy governor as a humble woman, committed and dedicated to assisting him in delivering the dividends of democracy in the state, saying he may choose her again as his deputy in his political pursuit. The governor celebrated Elder Itameyayi as Akwa Ibom Man of the Year. Speaking at the occasion of the 80th birthday of Elder Itameyayi, husband to Akwa Ibom State Deputy Governor, Governor thanked Senator Yayi for not disappointing him, while commending his husband for standing by his wife and giving him full support in backing an admission pursuit, as well as showing good example as a good husband and elder statesman. Governor turned up at the birthday Thanksgiving service with the entire State Executive Council, and well-meaning Akwa Ibom people celebrated the life of Elder Itameyayi as the life of impact and one that has made meaning to God and humanity. He thanked God for Yayi's family, saying all those were possible because of the good virtues of a humble woman, noting that the state was moving forward based on her good advice and contribution. According to him, two cannot work together except they agree.
We cannot move forward as a state except you agree with someone who is deputizing you. Most deputy governors will want to get their governors out as quickly as possible. She's been everything that a woman will desire to be, supported by the husband, because you had to work with somebody you had known and you can trust and will know that she will always watch your back. And to be honest, the deputy governor has not disappointed. Not one day. Not one day. And so if you make me governor 10 times, she'll be my deputy governor 10 times.
Governor Moino, however, intimated the congregants on the need to value good relationships, saying that relationship between his family and Yayi's family was enlarged through his daughter Ebenezer and the late Blessing Yayi, who brought them together for many years. He commended Elder Yayi for his wise counsel, stating that his good leadership and qualities of a caring husband were highly applauded, wishing him the very best in his 80th birthday.
And that's why I celebrate you today, sir. Celebrate you today. Most men are intimidated by the credentials of their wives, and they become abusive. As the governor of the state today, I celebrate you as Akwa Ibom's Man of the Year for standing by Ma, showing good example, being a father, a grandfather, a husband, and indeed a true statesman. On the occasion of your 80th birthday, on behalf of the government and people of Akwa Ibom State, wish you a very happy birthday and trust God to keep you in good health and keep all of us strong so that we'll be here for you at 90.
You is
The celebrator, Elder Itameyayi, and wife, Senator Yayi, eulogized the governor for being part of the success story. Elder Itameyayi gladly addressed the people, said God's mercies and compassion brought him as far as 80, praising his wife for being a strong supporter for all these years, describing her as an epitome of his peace.
Thank you. Thank you for seeing me through to 80 years today. I return all glory and honor unto you. Thank you for doing it for us. In Jesus' name. And behold, here is a young lady. Oh my God, that God had neatly, nothing is left out. Pastor, for me, forgive me. She has never looked at those hopeless things in me, but love, object of my fine feelings.
Senator Kuneyanyi, on her part, appreciated everyone who came in honor of her husband, who she described as a caring father, saying more celebration will come on their 48th marriage anniversary and when he turns 90.
I want to join my husband and the family to appreciate everyone that came in here to honor my husband, a father, a grandfather.
Dr. Silvanus Kafia of Insight Bible Church preached on the theme, Finishing Well and Leaving a Godly Legacy, judged from Psalms chapter 9 verse 12, told Christian faithful that Elder Itumeyanyi was not just living long but was satisfied, adding that such was an evidence of God's blessings, describing his years as 80 years of impact. The service featured cake cutting, performance by Men's Fellowship where the celebrator is a committee member, and choir ministration. Otobimo Kon, AKBC News. Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Moino has stressed that intercultural marriage and bonding between Mr. Roland Vassal Ab and Victoria Bassey would not only promote peace and harmony between Kwara and Akwa Ibom states, but will bring a wide array of social cohesion, cultural benefits, as well as promoting national unity across the state of the Federation, has said this while addressing the couple and guests at the wedding reception of Mr. and Mrs. Roland in Uyo. Governor Eno urged the couple to love and understand each other. It was a wedding reception to behold as the Akwa Ibom State Governor, Pastor Umoino, political stakeholders alongside captains of industry across the state converged to wine and dine with Mr. Roland Ab, the son of the managing director Bulletin Construction Company, and his bride Victoria Bassey as they embarked on the journey of eternity. Speaking to the couple shortly after they professed love for each other in a short drama at the reception, the governor congratulated the bride and groom and emphasized that marriage is a beautiful thing to behold, wishing them a successful marriage life.
And I'm glad that this marriage has brought an eternal bonding between the family of Bulletin, as we know him, and Akwa Ibom. And for the bride and groom, marriage is a beautiful thing, and I want you to enjoy everything you had always wished for. Please enjoy it, and love yourselves, be best friends to each other, and then keep family out of yourselves. You may greet, you may say hi, but don't indulge them. Solve your problems yourselves and work together. Marriage will be fun when you understand each other. And I want to believe that you understand each other. But you keep learning every day. This is the only institution you get into, and the certificate is already handed over to you. So you're expected to start practicing. So please, I wish you well.
Governor Umoino thanked God for the interstate marriage between Akwa Ibom daughter Victoria and her Athro Roland from Kwara State, said such relationships will foster peace and unity in the state, and commended the MD of Bulletin, the groom's father, whom he described as the most dependable construction company on earth, for staying true in delivering a project known as Rice Palm Resort, which will promote tourism activities in the state.
We welcome all our brothers, all our friends from Kwara State. Thank you so much for coming, and so we are grateful. Thank you, Mommy, for giving us this wonderful son, and indeed all of the children. We see them. And thank you for your husband, who's been a brother, a friend, and one of the most dependable construction company that we have here in Akwa Ibom. And I know that this has become his second home. And so we are not surprised at all that God has made it that Roland has found his better half in Uyo.
It's right in time to attend the event in person. Groomsmen, all the groomsmen, all the bridal train.
Meanwhile, Governor was represented at the traditional marriage of the duo by his deputy, Senator Kuneyanyi, Thursday at Flamo Event Center, Uyo. Watch as the couple performed their marital rites. AKS News. Pastor Moino has directed the Commissioner for Power, Mr. Gniabong Rapson, to provide an electricity transformer for the people of Edieni-Kodobimo in Uyo within the next 1 month. Governor gave the directive at the unveiling ceremony of a hospitality outfit, Seven Angels Arena in Uyo. He said it was good to always give back to the community, adding that he was elected to serve the people. Seven Angels Arena is prepared for the construction of a facility for schools and estates owned by the former National Publicity Secretary, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria (PFN), Bishop AKS-GOVERMENT. At the unveiling event, the governor stated that he knows the number of transformers that were bought and distributed to communities by the former administration, but has been vandalized, urging the youth to protect the soon-to-be given transformer.
Let it be that because of this project, we are able to help this community. Let it be on record. And so that the youth will support this project and know that so I'm hereby directing the Commissioner for Power the next 1 month to make sure there's a transformer here. Again, please, Mparawa, you are happy now to receive this transformer, protect it. Because I know the number of transformers that the last administration bought.
The governor at the occasion encouraged prominent Akwa Ibom sons and daughters, including those in the diaspora, to invest, contribute to develop the society they belong. He thanked Bishop AKS-GOVERMENT for his vision, scoring him high on his consistency in Akwa Ibom project, hence the need to encourage and support his vision, trusting God that the work started will be completed in peace.
Archbishop Dr. AKS-GOVERMENT has been very consistent in the Akwa Ibom project, and I'm one of those that have encouraged our people that wherever you are, you have to locate yourself back home. Even if it's a small place, we are the ones that will build this state. I want you to foundation not do wrong. So that's why I'm supporting this project. And I hope that our other leaders whom God has blessed outside will find their way home to start something small I don't think it would have been easy for me to be here today. So it's good for all of us. This is our home to make our contribution, to make, no matter how small. This is the official unveiling ceremony of the Seven Angels Arena, schools and estates. Today, Monday, the 6th day of April 2026, by Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Mo Basi Eno. To the glory of God Almighty, for the blessings of humanity and the body of Christ, and in tandem with the Arise agenda of His Excellency. Promoters are Bishop Mrs. Emma Gospel, Song JPS. God bless this work.
The Akwa Ibom State government during the week commenced a 4-day training for 100 safety officers and 25 lawyers employed into the state civil service in 2025. At the event, which incorporated the induction of occupational safety, a department, and the office of the head of civil service at Ibom-led Rio, Governor Eno spoke of the need to enshrine the culture of safety in the state, explaining that safety was all-encompassing. Addressing the trainees, Governor Eno noted that it was the first time the state has established a functional occupational safety office and congratulated the inductees for going through the rigorous process leading to their recruitment as the first set of occupational safety officers in the state civil service.
Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by congratulating you all for going through the rigorous processes leading to your recruitment as the first set of occupational safety officers in the state civil service. You belong to a crop of employees that will help deepen and consolidate our drive to engender occupational safety as a critical element of our governance culture. And that's why I have validated this training by showing up here personally, so that no one takes it for granted. We have had safety issues all over this country. Fire burning buildings, markets, building collapsing, a lot of things that should be preventable because we had overlooked safety, even in our homes.
He mentioned that he expects all initial conflicts and bottlenecks, urging everyone to save their clear delineation of duty. The governor said he's looking forward to seeing their schedule of duties in the next couple of weeks, requested the commissioners to grant the safety officers unfettered access and give attention to safety in their various ministries.
Whether we're working with our contractors on their safety kickoff meetings, whether we're going to sites, whether we're going to MDAs, whether we're campaigning about safety in our homes, or whether we're going to secondary schools or local governments like Jane enumerated, I believe that each and every one must have their duties clearly defined. I look forward to seeing that schedule of duties in the next couple of weeks so that we are not ambiguous and we don't have crossing. It's a new department. You expect the initial flow or, but we believe we can quickly streamline all of this. For those of you going to the various MDAs, just know that you are the safety ambassadors in those MDAs. And please work closely with the various commissioners. And please, I request the commissioners to give them access. Don't treat them as one of those employees. Give attention to safety in your various ministries.
In a welcome remark, the head of civil service in the state, Mrs. L.C. Peters, thanked the state government for hosting such training, explaining that our office works with professionals and experts on the subject from the Institute of Health Safety, Security and Environmental Studies to guarantee the integrity and credibility of such training. According to her, the objective is to ensure that the trainees receive the best occupational training and safety in line with global best practices, as well as getting to know the state public service rules and other service matters.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for establishing the Department of Occupational Safety, which is the first of its kind. I emphasize the first of its kind in the state, following your vision for a safer workplace and creating a safety-conscious environment in the entire state, not just only in our MDAs. Thank you, Your Excellency, very sincerely for sponsoring, approving this training, and creating the ambience for it to be hosted here in Ibom-led.
The event featured a keynote address delivered by Director, Institute of Safety, Health and Environmental Studies, University of Uyo, Professor Comfort Etuk. A little remarks by the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Health, Safety and Environment, Mrs. Jen Ofort. After the training, the officers would be deployed to all the MDAs in the entire state to replicate their training experience to achieve a safe workplace in line with a RISE agenda and world standards. According to Mrs. Udofia, their posting letter is ready. Let's go for break. Stay tuned for more of our stories when we return.
Hilltop Diary.
Welcome back. The Akwa Ibom State Executive Council met on Tuesday at the ESCO Chambers Government House Uyo and approved a total of 11 executive bills, including Akwa Ibom State Hotels and Tourism Development Commission Establishment Bill, Akwa Ibom State Lottery Regulatory Agency Bill, Akwa Ibom State Senior Citizen Center Management Agency Establishment Bill, and Ibom Broadcasting Corporation Bill. Addressing the meeting, the Governor-in-Council, Pastor Umoino, directed the transmission of the approved draft bills to the State House of Assembly for legislative action. Briefing newsmen after the Special Executive Council meeting, the State Commissioner for Information, Dr. Ineka Nomana, disclosed other approved bills to be submitted to the House of Assembly, to include Akwa Ibom Geographic Information Service Bill, Akwa Ibom State Honors and Award Bill, Dakada Skill Acquisition Center Establishment Bill, Water User Association Regulation Bill, Office of the Public Defender Bill, Akwa Ibom State Emergency Medical Services and Ambulance Systems Agency Bill, and Hospitals Management Board Amendment Bill.
The essence of the sitting was to consider a number of bills. Actually, there are up to 21 bills, executive bills, that are pending consideration, and today Council was able to attend the review and consider and approve 11 draft bills for transmission to the State House of Assembly. The essence is to give legislative backing to the establishment of some of these institutions. For instance, the Dakada Skill Acquisition Center has been operating, but without an enabling law. So now there will be an enabling law establishing it legally and formally and giving legal authorities an impetus to what it does there. And in the case of the Tourism Development Board, it's actually a repeal and reenactment bill that is creating a commission out of the board to give it a greater verve and authority and powers to meet the tourism aspiration of the administration of His Excellency Governor Umoino as we drive towards the Destination Akwa Ibom initiative. And several others. The Ibom Broadcasting Corporation Bill, for instance, is a repeal and reenactment bill that will repeal the old AKBC establishment law Cap 20 of 2000 and reenact the Ibom Broadcasting Corporation Bill, which gives it a new name and gives it some legal fine-tuning that will make it a viable and modern broadcasting institution, and so on and so forth. The Hospital Management Bill, for instance, is an amendment to the existing bill to give it a more impetus and then harness the human resource that will enable the doctors and people, professionals within the hospital management or healthcare system to be more relevant and useful to the state, particularly in the healthcare sector. So there are several reasons underpinning this. So Council sat through hours today with the governor in sitting, considering all of these bills, and then went through all of the reviews, arguments and counter-arguments and contributions until we arrived at this draft that will now be transmitted to the State House of Assembly for consideration and passage.
The governor, shortly before the close of the special meeting, further stated that the administration is intensifying efforts across all sectors to deliver on the ARISE agenda and charged members to continue to give their very best in service to the state. To ensure that the Akwa Ibom youths are carried along in army recruitment exercise, the Akwa Ibom State Governor, Pastor Moinos, called on the youth of Akwa Ibom to embrace the Nigerian Army as a premier platform for leadership and national service, dismissing all stigmas and highlighting the professional growth inherent in military life. Speaking during the Chief of Army Staff sensitization program for the 91 regular recruit intake held in Uyo today, Monday, 13 April 2026, the governor said the numbers of Akwa Ibom youths that are ready to join the force has increased in leaps and bounds. He asked the youths to take the training seriously as there is hope that they would be employed. The governor was represented by the Commissioner for Internal Security and Waterways, General Koko Essien.
What I'm saying is, don't be afraid of joining the military, because God has appointed unto every one of us where and how we will die. So join the military and trust in God that dying within the military is not your portion.
The sensitization exercise, which also featured a high-powered delegation led by Brigadier General Moses, also gave Uyo Local Government Chairman Dr. Wemedi Mondo and the paramount ruler of Uyo Local Government, Chief Silvano Sokon, spoke on the need for youths to be committed in the exercise.
The current data as at yesterday indicates that a total of 48,988 youth have nationwide has applied to be recruited into the Nigerian Army this year. Akwa Ibom is having 805 applications so far. This is quite encouraging. Honestly, this is the highest in all the states.
And for us, it's a good opportunity for our young people to come and have first-hand information on the requirements, on the selection criteria for what the Nigerian Army looks forward to, so that as they present themselves for recruitment, they will be properly armed, they will be properly guided on the requirements as far as this recruitment exercise is concerned.
That's all we have for this week's edition of the Hilltop Diary. We hope you enjoyed our program. See you again same time next week. I am your hostess, Otabima Okwon. Bye-bye.